Page 9, Lightly Row. Very famous melody. There are words to this too. They didn't put them in. And then once again, it's just melody. We don't have anything else going on. We're in C major here. Do the scale on the C major. Rhythm-wise, quarter notes and half notes. You've had all those before because it's a 4/4 time. You have the hairpins, those little sideways arrows in between the stabs. Look at the last two measures of the first line. You have these arrows. I call them hair. Lots of people. They're also known as hairpins. The first one means crescendo or get louder. The second one means diminuendo or get softer. Now it doesn't tell you how much louder or how much softer to get. Again, that's a feel thing. It's an interpretive thing. You work that out as you get to know the piece. It starts out soft, so you're going to start soft. How loud you get, it depends on the piece. I would recommend you don't go up more than maybe a medium loud. Don't get really loud. You don't need to get loud in this piece at all. It's a gentle piece. And you have to plan it out. Now when I have these facing hairpins like this, I look in the middle of them and I see the note or notes in the middle because that tells me where I'm going. So here it's the G, and the last measure, the first note of the last measure, that's where I'm headed. That's the note I want. So these other notes going up to it, they're leading up to that G. So I'm go on up to here. I want to feel that as I'm playing it, and that'll help me to get the loud. And then I'm going to die away, and I'm not actually soft until the end of the line, so that half note is not quite soft, it's sort of soft. There's not a lot of difference between sort of loud and sort of soft, so you only... And then the next line you're soft again. Now on the second line, you got them again, and this time it's the E, the last note in the right hand. That's where you're headed. So loud here, and it dies away on its own. Piano does that, you know. Third line's the same thing, but the left hand gets it, and the last line again, the left hand gets it. Just put in these crescendos; they're important. Now when we do the play with me, I usually don't do the dynamics. I just want to play the notes and the rhythm so you can hear it. And the electronics I'm using tends to even everything out. That's a bit of a bummer, but it does. But just know whether you're hearing me do dynamics or not, you do the dynamics. Now those numbers at the beginning of the lines, the second, third, and fourth lines in parentheses, I haven't explained it, maybe I should have. Those are measure numbers. So I could have referred to measure 7 if I needed to, which means you've got to go find which line measure 7 might be on, and you see there's a 5 there, and then you count across 5, 6, 7, so 7 would be the third measure of the second line. I don't use measure numbers so much in these videos because a lot of the books don't put them in, and I'm just used to saying fourth line, second measure over, or whatever, so that's how I use them. So don't let these little numbers throw you. They're not part of the music is what I'm saying. They're just measure numbers. Now at the end, you have an E and a chord. The E is melody. If you can, play the E louder than the chord. Can you play the left hand louder than the right? Don't play in the same. If you can, play the louder. That's what I mean. Play the melody louder than the red. Bring out the melody. So, moderato is how fast it goes. I don't know what that is. It's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you got to learn it first, and so we're going to go slow, and just to check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts. So your right hand starts here, and the left hand, when it comes in on the third line, is here. So C position. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 4. 2, 3, 4.